I don't know what it is about these Call of Duty commentaries lately, but they have been just so incredibly fun for me to make, and maybe it's just therapeutic and so nostalgic for me to finally be behind the microphone making these Call of Duty commentaries like I wanted to do all those years ago. But whatever the reason, I don't really care, because I am just having way too much fun revisiting these games throughout the week, capturing footage, writing down topics of whatever I could possibly think of that might make for a good video, and then just scheming. What do I want to do next? What loadout could I use next that would be fun for the audience to watch here? And it's just been such a fun process for me. But the one thing that I would say that kind of concerns me whenever I'm making these videos and just getting so overly excited about making content is the potential burnout that can come with it. I mean, I've heard so many creators talk about burnout when it comes to content creation, and Modern Warfare 2, you simply never change. I mean, I don't want to interrupt myself here, but noob tubes just never end. As long as I play this game, I will be getting noob tube. That's a guarantee. Anyways, content creators always talk about burnout being something that a lot of them deal with, and I think that can really happen to those, especially that are just pumping out an absurd amount of content. But I've been trying to pace myself to and get into a rhythm that is not too overwhelming, where I constantly am just like, I feel like I'm making enough videos, but at the same time, could I make one more? Could I make two more? Could I just do daily uploads for a week? But then, I just stop myself, and I'm like, no. Let's not burn ourselves out here. Let's not do too much and overextend and then just have an awful time and then not want to make videos ever again. I don't want that to happen. And so I'm trying to pace myself. So that was just kind of one of the things that's been on my mind lately, is burnout. And I think that's like something that is a pretty frequent topic amongst gamers, because we tend to, let's say, overindulge a fair bit when it comes to gaming or just entertainment in general. I know in the day and age of Netflix binging, that tends to be commonplace for people, just to overdo it a smidge, and I'm no exception. So I want to talk about how I kind of handle burnout, and also quad. Shout out Operator Perry. This is just too freaking fun, man. I'm having way too much fun making these videos. What was I saying, dude? I want to talk about how this is so off the rails. I want to talk about how I handle burnout and how I kind of recover from that overextension and doing a little bit too much. So first of all, I'll say I am a total binger. Like I was saying, in this day and age of Netflix binging, I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure plenty of you are bingers too. But whenever I've found myself doing a little bit too much, and I start to get to the point where I'm burnt out, or I'm already beyond the point of no return, and I'm so far burnt out that I just I don't want to play X game for months, or I don't want to watch that show for ages, or I'm constantly in a state of overindulgence when it comes to my entertainment. And what I find that is just the easiest solution for me is simply just taking a break from that thing. I mean, when it comes to gaming, whenever I get into like the ultra binge, like I'll use RuneScape as an example. Old school RuneScape is like one of my most revisited games that I just whenever my brain is telling me it's time to load up old school RuneScape again, I just I overdo it. I've got old school RuneScape mobile on my phone, and I'm just grinding all day long, every single day for like 3-4 weeks straight. And then it just becomes just one day I'm like, I don't want to log in today, and I know that's the beginning of the end. So what do? I don't force myself to push through. I take a break from that thing. And I know sometimes in life you just can't take a break from things, because often many of us get burnt out from our daily jobs or whatever it is, and you can't just walk away from that. But if your job allows it, maybe it's time for vacation. If you have some PTO save up, maybe take a long weekend. Help yourself recover. Let your brain relax for a bit. Do a whole lot of nothing. Just do something that will relieve stress for you and not put strain on your mentals. I mean, I often do that whenever I have a long weekend coming up, and I'll just tell myself, you know what? Yeah, I could use an extra day or two, so I'll take that long holiday weekend, put a PTO request in a few weeks in advance, and take a 4-day weekend or a 5-day weekend, and that, boom, that's a mini vacation in the middle of the year. So if you're able to do that, I definitely recommend doing that because that just helps. But even if you can't, if you just need a Saturday to do nothing, or you just need your day off to do nothing, coordinate that with your loved ones and say, hey, I am just so overly exhausted mentally, and I could really just use some time to recover. Is that possible? And hopefully that person will be able to allow you to do that, because I know when my wife allows me to take one of those mental health days, it just does a number for me. It really puts me in a space where I'm like, I feel rejuvenated, I feel recovered, and I am ready to get back on the grind, get back to doing what I need to do, and often that helps a lot. So I just wanted to, I hope that will be some of encouragement to you, because I know many of us in this day and age deal with burnout. So if you're in that place where you are dealing with burnout, maybe it's just time to take a break. Take a break from that thing, whatever it is that's causing you problems. Just step away for a bit, even if it's a short time, whatever time you can get, take a step away, and maybe you'll find yourself in a better place. So if you enjoy this type of content and you'd like to see more from me, click the subscribe button down below. And if you have any suggestions on topics you'd like for me to cover in the future, leave them in the comment section down below as well. And if you enjoyed this video in specific, click the like button. It really helps me out. Bye now.